Revealing Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Revealing Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Revealing Jesus, releasing destinies. This is Celebration TV. Revealing Jesus, releasing destinies.
Its own originated institution, Marriageology, Family Life. Please note, this program is rated 18, therefore, parental guidance is advised.
In the institution of marriage, situations abound either to make your home work or break your home totally. Now it is now the duty of you, that man or that woman, to either make the home work, apply God's wisdom, and enjoy your marriage. On this episode of your favorite program, Marriageology, we have a peculiar case. We have a very peculiar case that we're treating today, and I do hope you're going to stay with us and you will enjoy it. A lot to learn from. Right here, I am here with the married technocrat, and of course, you know, he has always been doing justice to all marital issues here. He's Dr. Simon Adebayo. Good to have you, sir.
Good to have you too.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. And we have here too the we have Mrs. Mercy Okafor. Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for coming out. And quickly, it's all about a woman who is actually praying for the husband to go broke so that she can actually enjoy her home or the love whatsoever. I want us to quickly stay connected as we'll be getting to look at some writers here that will actually give us what we are talking about here. We'll be getting to see something will be coming up right now. A write-up is going to come up right now. Let us listen. We'll listen and read out together what exactly is about to break this home. Finances. No. Before now, I used to think things that that doesn't matter, they matter now. Now I know. Just look at your screen as we go through it right now.
What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning?
Welcome back from that short break, and in case you're just joining us, here is your favorite program, Marriageology, and I remain Akosile Nicholas Walter, your host. You can begin to call that line right now to display the exciting and peculiar topic for today. Like I told you, that there's a peculiar story we want to read out to you that will be looking into and be treating today, and I believe you're going to enjoy it. My husband only loves me when he is broke. Now the question is that, is prosperity and wealth now a factor to break homes? That's the question we are asking today. Come on, let's look at that screen as the details of that information pops up. Okay, I prayed to God. This is a lady now. I prayed to God to make my husband broke. He's more loving and caring that way. Can you imagine? Come on, don't worry. We're going somewhere. The body will pop up right now. The body of the writer will pop up right now. A married woman has complained about her husband's unusual attitude whenever he is broke. According to her, he's only loving and caring and available at home only when he is broke. Okay, so I observed something in my marriage. My husband, anytime he's broke or having financial crisis, he is so kind and loving and prayerful. He even makes fasting. He even comes up with fasting most times, and he will play Christian music so loudly, and immediately the money shows up, he reduces prayers, and he is less available at home. So I was so angry. According to her, she was so angry one day she had to pray to God for him to be broke so she can be happy. Did you see that? Continue. When he is broke, this is the lady talking. When he is broke, his phone doesn't have a password and none of that. So many things. Now he has money again. He lied he was in Abuja, but he is not. He keeps lying. May we push you to be so angry and you become so bitter and angry. What is my joy in this marriage when my husband is rich and he doesn't love me or call or have any time have my time. When he gets broke, he will come home and start washing plates and playing Christian music so loudly. You hear what she said? Whatever God wants is the best. If his brokenness is my happiness, God is good. As at now, only me and my daughter are at home. He went out. Can you imagine? This is quite peculiar. I'm very sure you, when I was reading it out, I was laughing. Some of you might be thinking, he's so unserious about this critical situation. Dr. Simon, did you read alongside me?
Of course I did.
How could a woman who stood by a man in hard times suddenly change her mind and prayed against the man to go broke?
Obviously, many things have gone wrong. We might look into the nitty-gritty of marriage considering this peculiar situation. If I may say, what she is going through now is not the same situation with every other woman, because we can testify to it. If I have to be a personal in this situation, I think I provide more for my wife when I have the money. Money should not be a determinant, for a man to showcase his love towards his wife. It is of the heart. It is of the attitude.
I think from this angle, what she's actually after is the time. No love. The man is not always at home, not spending time with them. I'm sure the man had money. When he had money, he was always providing. Maybe we just come, provide, and get out. I don't know if you're getting from that story.
Well, if he's talking about time, that's a different thing altogether.
Okay.
If he's talking about time, I thought he meant that the man was no longer caring, as in supplying
Of
the
course,
money and
she
giving.
mentioned
Good.
caring.
If you are talking of the time, I think the wife should equally play her role in this aspect. Have you lost communication in that home? Is dialogue still going on in that home? Is romance still going on in that home? Let's check some of these points. I believe there should be a time a couple should sit down and dialogue together. If you have noticed this thing that you are telling us now in the life of your husband, before we even speak, we should ask you, have you dialogued with your husband? Have you taken time, to get your husband's attention? It's not as if your husband will never give you attention. Maybe not enough, that's what you may be saying. But at least your husband will have a time that he will eat, or does he no longer eat at home? Has he stopped eating at home? So once he comes to eat, give him good food still. Don't deny him of his own right to conjugal love. Don't punish him with romance or love making. If you are still playing your part, I believe he will sit down with you and then you talk these things over.
Thank you, Doctor. Mrs. Mercy, you're a woman here. What could have made a woman pray against her husband's wealth, that God should make the man go broke?
Okay.
What do you think a man must have done to actually anger that woman to that extent?
Like what he was saying, he was talking about communication. So I was just trying to look at it. If the man is at home, yes, there should be that communication between the both of them. But if he's not always at home, because I know of a woman that was telling me that her husband is not always at home when he has money.
Yes.
That in fact, when he has money, he makes his ATM card his neck chain. So you can imagine such, and then he would just go out of the house and probably he would just stay for 2 days, 3 days before coming back home. So in such situation, the man is not at home. How can you communicate to him? How can you talk to him? How can you make him understand what he should be doing as a man?
Don't you think that if the man had made the home pleasurable, romantic enough for the man, no man, I repeat, no man want to run away from a home that a woman had made very good. If you as a woman, you play your role. Papa said something to us, my father in the Lord, the restoration apostle, Professor John C. Suleiman. He said, if you were to be a woman, no woman will take away her husband from him, because he will do everything to make the husband comfortable. Has this woman made the husband comfortable? I think there could be some attitude from the woman that made the husband to leave the home. What's the husband looking for outside?
Do not forget that this woman already has a doctor for this.
Yes.
So those attitudes you're talking about.
If the home is not comfortable for the man, would she?
Those
You don't need a comfortable home to have a daughter.
Remember, those attitudes you're talking about, is it just when he had the money that attitude will come?
Good.
Exactly would have complained.
So does that mean that
each time
when
money comes, that is when the man leaves the house?
So you can see.
Then talk it over with him
That
first.
means when the man is broke, he's okay by her attitude.
Yes.
But
Now,
when she have the money, he's not okay by her attitude.
In order to gain his sanity back, he's now praying to God to make him broke.
In law, there is what is called fair hearing. Mark you, we have only heard from the wife. We haven't heard from the husband. And in communication, everyone will want to justify himself or herself. Who knows whether what this woman is telling us is not exactly what is happening at home. She has not told us that she has done anything wrong. Most of the time, when women, report to us that my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that, and you ask them, why is your husband doing that? Say, I don't know. What are you doing wrong? Nothing.
Well, are you aware that it is when women are paid, that is when they pour out?
Yes.
Yes.
From what we just read,
yes,
that woman
she's in pain.
Is seriously in pain.
Yes.
Pain.
Yes. What gave her that?
So for her to even go to that extent of praying that her husband should be broke.
Yes.
You should know that woman has been going through a lot.
Almost talking like Job's wife, curse God and die so that I can marry another person. Now, if you pray that your husband should go broke so that he can be with you, what then are you going to eat? Are you going to eat that, what are you talking about? Poverty? Is this poverty you are going to eat?
No, I was actually going there.
So remember, she's trying to pray for the man to gain his sanity.
Of course.
So it's possible that maybe that's the only way that will make the man.
If I understand, that is to say that he should be broke permanently. He should never be rich.
I think so.
Permanently. He should be permanently broke. That's not the way out. That's not the way out.
This is not the first time.
But that's not the way out.
She said each time the man is broke, that is when he takes the things of God seriously. You understand?
That's when he calls
for
prayers.
Two wrongs do not make it right.
Fast.
Don't they have mentor? I cannot but talk about mentorship when it has to do with marriage and even every ramification of life.
We are actually not looking at it in that angle to a very large extent, because it's not everybody who are Christians who understand the importance of marriage.
No, if you are not a Christian and so you don't have a Christian mentor, now you are not a Christian, but maybe you have a father-in-law, you have a mother-in-law that you could go to, or perhaps you have a good friend whose marriage is going on very well. I remember yesterday when I was teaching during the September to Remember program in our Benin church, I let them to understand that there is always somebody who has gotten what you are looking for. Whether you are a Christian or not, somebody has gotten it right. So don't just rule out the fact that it may not work. When someone tells you that for over 30 years I've not beaten my wife, don't just sit back there and say, they are liars. It can never happen. After all, tongue and teeth, they must quarrel. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth. Why don't you ask them, how are you making it? Not everybody is having a divorce.
Mrs. Mercy, has your husband ever beaten you?
My husband.
You got married?
My husband is a caring man. He wouldn't do that. He's a lovely man. He wouldn't do that.
So what's the magic? What did you apply there? How did you manage? Why are you able to manage?
The truth is, as a woman, sometimes you need to, in fact, not sometimes, you should always use wisdom when it comes to your home. You should know when you should say yes and when you should say no.
Okay, could you imagine, can your husband treat you this way?
No.
Why?
Maybe probably because...
Why do you think your husband will not treat you this same way that the man has treated?
I would say because he's a nice person.
Okay, because your husband is a nice person. I put it to you, because you are also a nice person. You must be a nice person, because if you are not a nice person, like a woman that woke up in the morning and said to the husband, "Good morning," the husband immediately replied, "What is good in the morning when the night was that bad?" So if you make a night bad, you know, for your husband continuously, you keep doing it, you keep doing it, how then do you think that your husband will be very happy with you?
Because,
But sir, you are not even trying to look at this woman's view. For a woman to open her mouth and make such prayer, it means she has really gone through a lot.
But that's what I'm saying is this. Okay, for a man also, looking at it from this same
To
angle.
go out?
Wait. For a man also to degenerate to the point that he has so much dealt with the wife to the point that the wife will want him go broke. Don't you know that there is something the woman had also done to the man, you know, to affect the attitude of the man? Because you are saying that with your own attitude towards your husband doesn't do that to you. Because of your own attitude. He wouldn't do that.
in this case of my husband only loves me when he is broke.
You can imagine.
It's weird. Like, it's weird. Unlike me personally, when I have money at hand, my wife knows I have money.
Yes.
My son knows I have money.
Yes.
Because I will spend the money on them.
We can look at it from
Not
another
taking the
angle.
money
If
outside.
I don't have money,
Can we look at it from
it's
another
supposed to be
angle?
the other way around. If a man doesn't have money when the man is
The
broke,
family should be praying that God bless this man for
of
us.
course, not when the man has money, the woman is now praying against that money.
Money.
Now,
Does
can we
that
look
mean
at
she
it
doesn't
from
enjoy
another
the
angle?
money? She enjoys the money, but just that when the money comes, the man is not using it the way he should.
Not trying to take side at all. Let me look at it from one angle. The man may be very treacherous. You know, that was very wicked. Let's assume that he is very wicked. Let's look at it
He's a
from one
wicked
angle.
man.
He's a wicked man. He's very treacherous. For doing that, for doing that,
No, like seriously.
for doing that. And again, balancing the equation. Let's also look at it from this aspect. The man is prayerful. The man fasts. So the tendency is there that he is a Christian. He prays and he fasts. Could it be that when the money comes, he deviates from praying and fasting? Then could it be satanic manipulation? Don't rule out the fact that Satan could attack him anytime money comes to him. That is why I talk about the place of mentorship, reporting him to the spiritual leader, the father in faith. That is why I talk about that. Could it be an attack? You don't just say you should go broke. If it goes broke, I think eventually the family will be a poor family because you want him to go broke permanently.
I was thinking, I want to know, because a home where there's no money, nothing moves forward.
At all. Because the children need to go to school.
Understand.
You cannot have any
They need
fun.
to
I don't
feed
understand.
and all of that.
Love without money. How do you cope? Can it work at all in a home?
I don't
Because
understand.
For this woman to be praying that the man should go broke, she shouldn't forget that it will rub on her too.
I don't understand. I don't understand the kind of
ready
love.
to cope with
I
all
don't
of
understand the
Yes,
kind
for
of
her to
love.
have gone to
I
that
don't understand the
extent
kind
of
of
that
love she
prayer. She
wants
has
to
seen a
enjoy.
lot.
When there is no food in the house,
Okay.
when the landlord is on your neck
And
to come
she's
and pay
ready to-
rent,
and she's ready to go buy
when
it.
children's school fees are not paid, you are ready to go buy it, and you think that's the best option. I don't think that is the best option at all. It's not. There is a way out. There is a way out. Why don't you equally pray? Have you prayed for your husband? Have you settled down dialogue with him?
That's the
Excuse
prayer
me.
she's doing now.
No, not the prayer of being broke.
But that's not
Not the
supposed
prayer
to
of
be
being
the
broke.
only option.
That's
There
not the
should
option.
be another
There's
way
a better
out. That's
way.
what I'm asking.
What
Yes.
else?
What
Yes.
could be the
Sit
other way
down and say,
out?
yeah, that's it. Honey, I discovered that when there was no money in this house, we were having a good rapport together, and we didn't enjoy everything, but we were having good rapport. Now, it seems as if anytime money comes into your hand, your prayer life is not affected. You don't fast like you used to fast before. Perhaps you don't even go to church like you used to do before. What's going on? What's going on?
That's
I
another
just
thing.
want, yes, that's a caring woman. What's going on? Is my analogy wrong? Or is my anatomy of family disaster wrong? What is going on in this marriage?
Because in the first place, she has not she has not been able to catch the man red-handed on exactly what the man is spending the money on.
That's another thing.
Yes, that's
She's
another
not
thing.
logging, how will she know?
That's why communication is very, very right.
Important, especially in marriage.
In every marriage, communication is at least 70%. At least 70%. What will make a home to succeed? So ask your husband what is wrong. In the spirit of lowliness, in the spirit of meekness, utmost lowliness of heart, and say, husband, what is happening? Darling, what is happening? Then listen to be a good listener.
She talked about when her husband is broke, that's when she sees him at home. You know, like in the case of this woman I talked about, making the husband making his ATM card his next chain. Okay, for instance, if they are expecting like 300,000, as a family, they would have sit together to talk how they're going to spend the money. But once the money comes, the man will just disappear from the house. Sometimes he stays out for 2 days, 3 days before he comes back home. And when he gets back home, maybe already he has squandered all the money. Maybe probably the only money that will be remaining with him will just be like 30,000 out of 300,000. So why would such woman not make that kind of prayer that you should get broke?
I look at it from the spiritual angle. There could be a satanic manipulation. That is why they must discuss, they must dialogue, they must communicate. I wish I could see the man. I would have asked the man question. Is it exactly true what your wife is saying? Then why do you do that? Why? When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Yeah. Do you think God has blessed you with money so that you can break relationship and conjugal love with your own wife of your youth? If you deal treacherously with the wife of your youth, God is angry with you. God will not take it kindly with you. So husband, why are you doing that? That's not the right thing to do. If any man is doing that, that's not the right thing to do. Let us know why you are doing that. Tell us why you are doing that. Maybe at the end of the day, perhaps the man will come up with something like, oh, I'm trying to save the money so that we could buy a land, so that we could have a home.
So what happened to the previous plan you people had together?
Good. Maybe if they had a plan together.
Yes.
We are not sure.
We talked about communication, and these people are always communicating, trying to plan the resources together. Then once the money gets to the man's hand, they will not see him again.
That means you have not communicated enough. The communication is breaking.
It means the man is hiding he's doing some communication on its own that the woman is not aware of.
Something is wrong somewhere.
The woman is not a serious wife.
Could it be that the woman also was not romantic when there was no money? Now, let me tell you, there was a particular man who met me, and he said the way the wife has been treating him is just because he had not gotten money. He's praying that God should give him money. That when God gives him money, he will put the wife where he belongs. I'm telling you reality. A man said that to me. If I is a popular man, if I mention the name now, if I mention the name, all of us will know the person. Very popular. Very popular. And as I'm talking to you now, he had divorced the wife and he had remarried when money actually came to his hand.
It means
that means the woman has
she's
fault.
not playing her role. She's not doing what she's supposed to do as a woman.
That's the point. Could be.
But in this case,
while the man was broke in his hard times, the woman actually stood by him.
Oh, you can imagine.
But the woman had not told us now that she had prayed for him. Oh. It's only prayer of being broke. That's not a good prayer point.
The fact that
a woman who could pray to God for the husband to go broke, and the husband, as I speak to you now, is broke already.
It means why don't you change your prosperity?
Yes,
why don't you change your prayer point then? If you are so mighty in prayer that way, don't you believe God is mighty to save? God is mighty to save. If you are mighty in prayer, God is mighty to save.
Storyline, this man is a Christian, I guess, because she talks about praying together and all of that. So if getting him broke will make him go to heaven, I think she continue.
Why don't you pray God?
My question is,
because it's only when he's broke that's when he gets his sanity. He gets his sanity.
Good. How long?
Can she cope? How long will she cope?
When is the sanity? How long will sanity last? When you are hungry, you can't pay children's school fees anymore. You can't pay house rent anymore. You have become a pauper and you are running away from church. You cannot even go and give offering and do your responsibilities in the church anymore. I don't think that should be the best answer. Why don't this woman should change the prayer, the prayer point? Why can't she pray, oh Lord, arrest my husband, so that in money, out of money, and love towards you and towards the family will be the same thing. If God answers her prayer. So I want her to know that God is mighty to save, and he can save the husband. He should pray a prayer of salvation then attack the devil.
From actually what happened in this case, scenario, I just want to know, the woman actually prayed to God, and God answered the woman's prayer.
Okay,
yeah, but the prayer point is what we are talking about.
Okay.
If that was if she was so mighty in prayer, that's where I'm coming from. If she had been so mighty in prayer and she prayed, God answer. If God could answer that and made her husband broke, why could she not pray another prayer and say, God, I don't want my husband to be broke. Give him money and let him still remain the same person.
Yes, my question.
Why not that prayer?
My question now is, if God could answer such a prayer, are you trying to tell me that the prayer of a wife is more potent than the prayer of a man?
We are not told the man prayed. We have just been told that the man has stopped praying. That's what the wife told us.
Prays when
Remember,
he
the man is the head of the home.
When he does not have money.
We are not told that when the woman prayed, the husband equally prayed his own. We are waiting to see if the husband will also pray and say, Lord, restore back my wealth. And this time around, what I have been doing wrong, I wouldn't do anymore. That could be a prayer point of the husband. All hope is not lost. There is still hope for the husband. The husband can pray that prayer too.
Okay, yes. What I'm trying to get is, I really want to know the efficacy or the potency of the prayer of a wife in a home.
Oh, very efficacious. Very efficacious. Yes. Powerful, right, dynamic.
We have a caller from Abuja, Comfort from Abuja. God bless you. Thanks for calling. So, are you asking a question or you're contributing to this?
I'm asking a question.
Go ahead, please. We're listening.
I want to talk to that elderly man.
Go on.
The other elderly man.
Doctor.
I don't know why all the time he's talking about marriage, the English side delay. Does it mean that all women are evil and all men are saints?
All men are what?
What she wants to know is, does it mean that all men are saints while women are evil?
No! No! You didn't listen to me very well. No, I haven't said so.
Madam Comfort. I don't. Madam
No.
Comfort, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
Please, what area are you not comfortable with when he didn't side the women? What exactly was the speech, the word he made that got you upset now?
That there is no making the man, maybe the woman is not making the man comfortable at home, or it's not doing this, it's not doing that. A man tries to make a woman to love him. Do everything a man to say, but a man love your wife. And woman be submissive to your husband.
Yes.
Did you hear?
It's not a good treatment for the man.
My sister, did you hear when I said that the man must be very wicked also, must be very treacherous? That if a man does not take care of his own wife, the wife of his youth, that is wickedness. And that God will not take it easy with you as a man when you don't take care of your own wife. Did you hear when I said so? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? You didn't talk. You didn't talk.
Mrs. Comfort.
It looks like
Mrs. Comfort,
don't be biased. Don't be biased. If you heard that, you will have said, yes, I heard that.
Doctor,
I am married, for goodness sake.
Doctor,
By the grace of God,
Mrs.
I
Comfort,
don't support doing evil against your wife.
Okay, now, in that case, would you support the woman praying against the prosperity of the man, no matter what?
I won't, but in the home, a man should play his part according to the word of God.
Yes.
And the woman should play her part according to the word of God.
Okay, now in this case.
The man is always trying to build a home.
Yes.
When the woman said that when the man has money, he stands away from the home.
Yeah.
But it's only when he's broke, he's coming to show love.
Okay, now in this case, what would the woman have done instead of praying against the prosperity of the man?
And when I say that, it's only when the man is broke, he's close to me. Then I will not pray for prosperity.
Yes, no.
That is how it
Okay, you pray for his poverty.
Yes.
You pray for his poverty so that he will remain poor.
So that you should
And
always
then
remain at home
when your husband is poor and you can't pay house rent anymore, the feeding is no longer there, you can't pay children's school fees anymore, are you going to be happy for crying out loud?
When he has the money, he doesn't pay house rent, he's not going to home. He's going after other women outside. Then what are we looking for?
Okay,
Then
ma.
you stay in the house and see all the problem in the house.
In the
So
case,
that you have to see it together.
in the
That is exactly what you think. Don't you think that there is a better prayer point? Will you be like Job's wife who told Job, curse God and die so that I will marry another person? Is that the best prayer point?
Job's wife did not need to go and marry another person.
That's what Job's wife said. Curse God and die so that I will go and marry another person. That's what Job's wife
She
said.
didn't say so.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Okay.
Wait. If you were the one, do you think that's the best prayer point? Is that the best prayer point a woman should
No,
pray?
it's not the best. If the man is not ready to cooperate.
So if the man is not ready to cooperate,
Then when he explains what is going on in the home, then he will now start to cooperate. Then we start praying together as one, as husband and wife.
okay, in other words, in the process of being broke, he would learn his lessons, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, sir.
But that's not the first time he's doing that thing.
will you
All
pray
right.
that your husband go broke as well?
No, I'm not saying what because my husband is doing like that.
Yeah, hey,
Why
your
is
husband
your
is not like that.
Why is your husband not doing like that? You are siding men now. You are siding men. Why are you taking sides for men and that your husband is not doing like that? What is it that you are doing to your husband that your husband is not misbehaving towards you? What is it that you do to get the cooperation of your husband? Tell us. One.
Because both of us, we fear God.
Yes.
We go to the same.
Number one, you fear God. Number two,
Yes.
give us some points. We need to hear your points. Number one, you fear God. Number two, you go to church. Number three, things that you do that makes your husband to love you. Number three,
I have to obey God in every area of
you obey God. Then number four, you give us only 5. Number 4, or you are tired. It's okay. But if only those 3 things are what you are doing, I put it to you, madam. If you do that to any man, will the man again still deal with you treacherously?
No. No man will do that.
Will he?
So men are very stubborn. Men are very
Why some women are not stubborn?
No, you mean
Why some women are not stubborn?
Man,
They are always
comfort.
humble. All women are humble
mean
and meek.
the best solution to this problem is to pray that prayer. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, madam, we are not against women. I am married by the grace of God. And that is why I've always been telling you that I love my own wife. If I have been beating my wife, that's why you will have said, okay, maybe I'm taking side. I have had reason not to beat my wife once in over 30 years of my marriage. And I even said credit goes to my wife because my wife is very, very good. So I give, okay. So because it's good, because even if you're a man and you don't have a gift and you don't have a calling of beating your wife, for goodness sake, there are ways women can provoke a man. Use their mouth to tear the woman, to tear the man to pieces. They asked me not to marry you. I had mercy on you. I decided to marry you. Are you a man? See you. All your village character, everything. You wouldn't know when you will beat a woman that you never intended beating. So by not beating my wife, the credit goes to my wife. I'm saying that for you to know that I value women. And even I love you the way you are even talking. I admire the way you are talking. So I love women. I don't hate them. We just want them to take their place as women so that men can love them better. Is that okay for you?
Okay, sir.
Hello, Madam Comfort. Are you okay now? In case you're not,
I said okay, no problem.
just tell me. Let
He
us
said
know.
it's okay. He said it's okay. I think he's happy now. So I am on your side. I am on your side. Women
Wow.
are
Thank you
very
so
good. Women are very good. Women can be the best gift that God has given to mankind. Women can be so good, can be so nice.
Yeah.
Thank God I married. Thank God I married a good woman.
Wow. There's a write-up right here. I will not advise her to pray such prayers. If the man is for her to, if the man is for her to,
No matter.
okay, if the man is for her, no matter what he will
No matter what
he will
realize his mistake.
yeah.
Maybe I can read better from this angle.
And from down
Except they are not to be together.
yeah,
Except
so
they are not to be together.
marriages are not ordained by God.
No, I disagree with this comment. Don't tell me that people who are already married, they are not ordained to be together and the marriage is not. No,
The
no.
moment
You
they
can
are
only
joined.
Say, yes, you can only say that before they are joined together.
Yes, of course.
Once they are joined together, they are ordained.
together.
They are ordained, yes.
Yes.
They are joined together.
All right, we have a caller.
And
We
so
have a
no
caller
man should
from
put
Edo
aside
State.
What God.
has
Carol
done.
from
Yes.
Edo State. God
Even
bless
if
you.
they
Can
are
you
not
hear
together,
us?
As long as they are together.
As long as they are together, now they are together. So they are ordained together. And
Carol,
what
can you
God
hear
has
us?
joined Together, let no man put asunder.
We have a
Thank
caller,
you very
please.
much.
Carol, can you hear us, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
So what's your question or contribution?
Yeah, when I see you on this topic, though I know I'm sitting though. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I've not been to marriage, so I don't know the way out. But what of my opinion is just that if the man, so let's say if they are really ordained to be together, I don't see any reason why the man will not love the woman or not.
Okay.
So my own advice, if the woman knows that yes, when things was tough, the man stood by her, he showed care.
Yeah.
I feel when things went rough now, she should just be prayerful because in every marriage, woman is the pillar. So the way she handled her family matters.
Of course.
So I know the man is the head, but the woman is the pillar. If the man progresses, the woman. If the man didn't progress, it's the woman.
Okay,
So
now.
what I say about this is just prayer. That is just it.
Okay, I want to ask you, are you in a relationship presently?
Yes, I am.
Okay. How long have you been in a relationship?
Well, for now, let me say just a year plus now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's your man like? Is he the serious type?
The way I'm seeing him, I don't think he's serious, but I'm still praying God should just help me. Because I can't say because he's not serious, I should just leave him. See, I'm still trying to help him in any way.
What's the character is actually exhibiting that's making you doubt if he's really serious or not?
He's always jealous, and I'm the kind of person I don't like someone that is jealous in me. Especially if you know you are not doing something that is jealous.
My sister, do you know that God is jealous?
Okay.
God is a jealous God.
If you don't like somebody that is jealous, you are saying you don't like somebody that is godly. Our God is jealous.
I know. Actually, you shouldn't just take it too far.
Are you not jealous too, my sister?
Because we want to protect
I can limit my own now.
You can do what?
I limit mine. I know
Okay.
everybody are jealous. At least you just have to. You have to limit some, not every time. So quarrel will just be coming in and out, and it's not fair.
Oh,
In that
because
case,
born of jealousy.
you have to intervene in this case. You have to intervene in this case.
Now, if that is it, my sister, what you should do, I wouldn't hesitate to tell you that. Make sure this man is your friend. Make sure he's your friend.
Yeah.
Is he your real friend? Is he your real friend? Can you be real? Can you be real, my sister? Are you friends? Can you call him your good friend, your best friend?
Yeah.
Your best friend?
But I can't really say to say, but it's a friend.
You can't really say. Then you have to check your relationship.
Yes, very well.
Don't marry somebody that you are not proud of.
Yes.
Somebody that is not your real friend. Don't go ahead and marry that person. Make sure he is your friend before you go ahead and get married to him. And then now that you are just, will I call it casual friends now? You are just casual friends. Talk it over. You may need to break the friendship. Broken courtship is better than divorce. I love the way a man of God has put it. He said, I make friends so easily and I break it so neatly. So if he's not your good friend, please break it neatly and look for somebody else who can be your good friend.
Wow.
When you marry your good friend, that is the nitty-gritty of successful marriage. You will succeed.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wonderful one. Wow. We have some outlined write-ups here. Communication, spiritual mentorship. The Lord can talk to him. I'm a living testimony. Wow. Apostle Joseph John from Zaria.
Okay,
Wow.
that the Lord can talk to the man.
Yes.
That the Lord can talk to the man.
There should be communication
okay,
among
he
them.
said that he's a living testimony.
Yes, he's working for him.
Meaning that it's not over for the man. That's why I say it's not over. Don't pray that he should be broke permanently. There is a way out.
He talked about communication.
Yeah, of course.
Which we talk about, and spiritual mentorship that I had always been talking about. Get to talk to your mentor. Talk to your mother in the Lord, your mother in faith. You know, there's a way out. And this man said he's a living testimony. One day, your husband will be a living testimony too.
Yeah.
You will make it. You will make it.
Wow, doctor,
Yeah.
honestly, that Mrs. Comfort, Madam Comfort, she got so angry.
Oh
my God. Yes, so she got so angry. It got to her, honestly. Thank God.
Sometimes you see in a home, a woman tries to do her best, try to put in her best, pray and all of that, but yet it seems as if she's not doing anything. So it's sometimes you can just imagine.
Mr. Waters, that reminded me. I could remember there was this situation that
all right, we'll have a right up here. There are many men, even if their wives give them every romance and every attention, they will still go out.
Yes.
Why is it like that? Are you serious? Wow.
Papa said something. I will refer to my father in the Lord immediately on this one. You know, the restoration apostle, Professor Johnson Suleiman, he said that there was this man that kept going out, leaving the wife at home. And the wife felt that, what is this man going out to do? Perhaps he's going out to eat pepper soup. So she decided to prepare good pepper soup and gave it to the husband. The husband ate the pepper soup and still went out.
Okay.
Only for her to discover. You say, okay, I've not finished.
Oh, we have a caller from River State. We have a caller. Let's take this call first. Chioma from River State. Chioma, how are you doing today? Hello, Chioma. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you today, please? What's your question or your contribution?
I'm fine, sir.
Yes, what's your question or contribution?
I want to make my own contribution.
Good, go ahead.
It's not a question. I want to make my contribution.
Okay, go on.
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, maybe we lost that call. We'll hear you again. We don't have much time. Now, like I was saying, it's not about the pepper soup. It's about the gisting outside with a friend. It may be talking about
Shoma, are you still there?
Talking about football match.
Yeah,
you know, that's why the best thing that can happen to you is to marry your friend. You know, love what he loves. Talk about what he talks about. Maybe he likes to talk about
Shoma is calling back again. Shoma, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
It's better now. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead. I can hear you.
So, for me, I would say that the woman in question, the wife to that man.
Yeah.
For the first place, she's not even supposed to pray that kind of prayer.
Okay.
One, the Bible has said that two of them coming together, they become one. So anything that affects the man affects her.
Of course.
So for her now to pray that kind of prayer is a wrong prayer to pray. The first thing she's supposed to do after communication with the man,
good, I like that.
And maybe she now sees that the man is not responding. What she's supposed to do is go on her knees and pray.
I like that. I like that.
What
should be the prayer point?
There is no situation that is too hard for God to handle.
What should be the prayer point? She had prayed, but the prayer point was wrong. What do you think should be the right prayer point?
The prayer point she's supposed to pray is that God change her husband, touch the heart of her husband,
Okay.
to show love to her
Okay.
and her children.
Perhaps she has been praying that prayers before now. Perhaps she has been praying that prayers before now. The man is not still changing.
Continue. She should not
I
give
love
up.
that, Chema.
Yes.
I love that, Chema. I love that, Chema. I think I will take you out for lunch.
Choma, are you married, man?
That's
Yes.
good.
Wow.
That's a good
Because
one.
you know why? Why I'm saying that is sometimes it's a step. Sometimes it's a strange woman coming in to take away the man from her.
That's a
So
good
she should
one.
continue to pray.
That's a good one. Because if there is a woman to pray,
There is a God to answer.
You know, Mama
Good.
said something that if you think your prayer is not being answered, that you have not prayed enough. You
Good.
should pray the
Good.
more, pray the
Good.
more. So the man
Good.
should keep on praying.
good. If your prayer is not enough,
No.
pray more
Pray
prayer.
more prayer.
Pray more. I love
Somebody
that.
just wrote us now. The person said there is no perfect marriage. Only God will perfect it for us if we pray.
If we pray, I still like that.
Thank you
God
so
is
much.
mighty to save.
The woman
you so
actually
much for
prayed,
that.
but it's just that her prayers
God
was
is
just
mighty to
wrong.
say, yeah, if you pray the right prayer,
So not
right
just
prayer,
praying,
not
but
just
praying
pray,
the right
yes,
prayer.
praying the right prayer. And if you don't know the right prayer to pray, meet your mentor. That's why God has
Yes.
placed ahead of you
Yes.
people who are right ahead and who know better than you, and people who have gotten what you are trying to get.
Wow.
So when you marry your friend, let me conclude this way. When you marry your friend, you could gist together, you could talk together, you could relate together, you could chat together. It is that rapport, that will keep your husband at home with you.
Like seriously, marriage is very sweet.
Of course. Yeah. Very sweet.
Depending on the cutlery you
That's
use to
the
eat it.
sweetest,
Depending on the
the
cutlery.
sweetest thing. We'll go on a very short break.
That's
We'll come
why
back.
there's no place to
When we
beat
come
my
back,
wife.
we'll be bringing
Every
the
part of her
wrap-up
is
session
sweet.
for you. I do hope you're gonna enjoy yourself. Let's observe this short break. When we come back, we'll be concluding sharply.
What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet.
Wow, welcome back. And in case you're just joining us, this is your favorite program, Marriageology, that talks on a woman that says the husband loves her more when he is broke. Now, we want to know if prosperity and wealth is a factor to break homes. And now, Doctor, I want you to give your candid advice on how to manage wealth and your matrimonial home.
Thank you very much. Pastor Joyce Meyer said in one of her books that I have read that balance is the key to life. We must balance it. And that is why I want to emphasize having an unconditional love. Unconditional love towards your spouse. When you married, you use the word in all conditions of life. I will be with you in all conditions of life. That is what I call consecration. Consecration, yieldedness, submissiveness, to make it. You determine to make it. Come what may. the success of your marriage does not depend on the money that you have. You have a very good heart. You know, you lay a foundation that once you are married, your marriage will succeed. And like I always let people know, I have already forgiven my wife ahead of time. She is free to offend me. That will not make my love to go down for her. So forgiveness must be there, humility must be there, and the two of them must learn to apologize, accept responsibility. Husband, tell your wife, I am sorry. Wife, tell your husband, I am sorry. In humility, in meekness, forgive and forget. You will make it.
Thank you so much. So, Mrs. Mercy, can you tell women out there how to balance their home?
Well,
just briefly.
It's just to pray. Make sure you are always prayerful and do your work as in your responsibility as a woman. Make sure you feed your husband well, your children. Make sure everybody is fine. And once everybody is good, the home is okay.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Doctor, for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Did you enjoy that? Did you just enjoy that? Now, in case you have been praying the wrong prayers before concerning your husband and your home, this is the time for you to begin to pray the right prayers. There is nothing God cannot do. So, in case you think your home is totally lost and all of that, there's still a way out. It lies solely in prayers. And also do your job well. Thank you so much for staying with us. It's still your favorite program, Marriageology. That program actually brings you what is trending, what is really happening, instant happenings in different homes, what's causing challenges, and the program is here to always bring you a lasting solution to it. I know you're watching me right now, you have learned something, and I pray to God that as you keep watching this program, God will continue to do new things and good things in your home. Thank you so much for joining. I remain Akosile Nicholas Walter, your host. It's a bye for now.
A legal contract with rights, obligations. It is emotional, spiritual, a union of committed to. Marriageology, God's own originated institution. Marriageology, family life. Please note, this program is rated 18.
What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your advert placement, partnership, or sponsorship of our programs. Celebration Television, your best bet. What business are you planning to showcase to the world? That which will satisfy the need of humanity? Of course, with Celebration TV, it will get the desired reciprocation you long for. We are committed to giving your business and services that quality touch of class, and you will be happy you made the right choice by placing that investment of yours on the right platform. Without delay, you can call on this number for your...
This is